pleasant day to all my subscribers, my viewers, the obedient family, active citizens, and Nigerians. Thank you for joining me once again. Now, in most of the video I make speaking about this coalition, I've always said that the members of the coalition should be very careful. Because I can tell you that this government is like the devil. They come like a thief in the night to kill, to destroy, to create mayhem. And that is all they do. INEC, I've said it, is a department of the APC. And they are carrying out the biddings of who pays them. He who pays the piper dictates the tune. And we've just seen the events that are playing out of late in the ADC. First of all, we saw INEC refusing to acknowledge David Mark and his team as the interim leadership or the interim leaders of the ADC. And then we've seen how some of the members or some of the stakeholders in the ADC are coming out to speak and saying clearly the ADC belongs to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is their leader. Events that are playing out clearly suggest that there are people or moles that are clearly in that coalition that will always be feeding informations to whoever they want to feed informations to the person that is at the top. I'm going to be showing you those videos, but before I do that, let me quickly tell you that the Yorubas are clearly coming out to say, look, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you have failed us woefully. And because of that, we want you out of there. I have said this before, that hunger, hardship, crisis, insecurity knows no tribe, it knows no religion. There are only two kinds of people in the world, the good and the bad. It doesn't matter whether they are from the east, the west, the south, wherever. If a bad person is in power, if a corrupt person is in power, if a terrible person is in power, it will affect everybody. The Bible says when the righteous rules, the people rejoice. When the wicked do, the people mourn. Let me first show you what they said, and then we'll come back and we'll continue. Please watch. Now, according to Sahara reporters, the headline reads, say Yoruba Union lambasts Tinubu over hardship, insecurity. Aso Rock, not your family house. Forget about 2027. Now, let's get into the details of this story. Now it reads, the Yoruba sociocultural group, Igbimo Majekobaje Ile Yoruba, also known as the Yoruba Union, has criticized President Bola Tinubu's administration over the escalating insecurity and worsening economic hardship in the country. In a statement issued on Monday by its convener, Olushola Baderu, and released by the Home Director, Princess Balogun, the union accused the Tinubu's-led government of neglecting its core responsibilities to the people, declaring that Aso Rock is not his family house. The group expressed deep concern over the growing level of poverty in the region and the alarming increase in the number of out-of-school children. It attributed the situation to harsh economic policies and the persistent devaluation of the naira, which has made life unbearable for millions and choked the survival of small-scale businesses. The Southwest, like other regions, is groaning under severe hardship. The statement reads, families can barely afford food and our schools are emptying out as parents struggle to meet basic needs. What hope is left for the common man? The Yoruba Union also condemned the deteriorating security situation, citing the recent adoption of 7 farmers by suspected Fulani gunmen in Itugbolu, Akure North local government area of Ondo State. Badero recounted how the armed men stormed the community while the victims were harvesting palm fruit, attacked them, and whisked them away into the forest, calling for urgent action from the federal government. The group emphasized that Nigeria belongs to all its citizens and not to any one individual or group. People voted for leadership, not monarchy. It is time for the government to stop behaving as though the presidency is a family inheritance. Imagine a country where people live from hand to mouth. Kidnappers demand a ransom. initially 100 million, which was later reduced to 20 million. Yet the victim could not manage to raise 5 million. They were eventually released in Ikere, Ekiti State last Wednesday night after the kidnappers collected the 5 million and some food items, the union said. The union described the situation as unfortunate, criticizing the Tinubu's-led government, which had promised to tackle insecurity during the campaign but has so far failed. Yoruba Union added that insecurity in the southwest has worsened significantly. According to the union, President Tinubu should not bother contesting the 2027 election, stating that his track record has proven he is incapable of managing the affairs of Nigeria, contrary to the promises he made before becoming president. President Bola Tinubu should understand by now that Aso Rock is not his family home. Nigerians are tired of his gimmicks. His economic policies have crippled businesses and sent many to their early graves. People in the southwest have not felt any positive impact from his leadership. Instead, they are faced with intimidation, harassment, and the arbitrary arrest of journalists and critics to suppress dissenting voices. Igbemo Majekobaje Ile Yoruba also raised the alarm over the infiltration of Kwara South by suspected Fulani gunmen, particularly in Ifelodun, Irepodu, Ising, and Ekiti local government area. Kidnapping has become a lucrative business. Armed Fulani herdsmen with AK-47 rifle have taken over the southwest, turning the region into a kidnapping hub. Despite Tinubu's anti-people's policy, our people can no longer sleep with both eyes closed. They are afraid to go to their farms or travel on major highways due to fear of attack by armed Fulani gunmen who strike at will. Enough is enough. Nigeria is not a banana republic. Human lives are sacred. Tinubu remains unconcerned and disconnected from the sufferings of ordinary people. His only focus appears to be 2027 election. As an organization with presence across the globe, we condemn the current state of affairs and call on President Tinubu to forget about his 2027 ambition. No genuine and concerned son or daughter of the Yoruba race will vote for him again, the union added. Now, you can actually see this is actually very clear. And this is just the pure truth. There is no telling about it. It's not only in the southwest, it's in the southeast, it's in the south, it's in the north, it's in the north central, it's in the northeast, it's everywhere. The failures of this government and the fact that, they don't have the capacity to even try to rise. Let's just get back to the video and continue. Now, you've seen it, right? For those that are driven by bigotry, for those that are driven by, oh, he's my tribal person, so no matter what he does, he should just remain there. May bad thing not happen to you where you will need the help from this country and you will not get. A country that is still the country where their leaders are stealing to a fault. Nurses were on strike. That one no concern them. Is how to renovate a what do they call it? A terminal in Lagos Airport for 712 billion. People are dying of hunger. They are not investing in agriculture. It is how to bring GMOs to come and destroy the small seeds that some farmers are still planting. It's what they are doing. When you speak, you see some senseless people come to your comment section and tell you don't know what you're saying, or tell you how good GMO is, or don't try to condemn it. Oh, I've been watching your video. Don't start speaking about this. Because they expect you, because you are speaking, they are watching your video, they expect you to play according to what they want you to play. The country is in a state of quagmire. People are dying on a daily basis in this country. If kidnappers no kill you, bandits go kill you. If bandits no kill you, hunger go kill you. If hunger no kill you, bills na go kill you. Something must kill you in this country. And then we sit down and act as if everything is well. Tinubu has failed woefully. There is no even telling about it. There's no telling about it. And that is why he's concentrating on election instead of governance. In 2025, are we supposed to be talking about something that will happen in 2027? As early as 2024, if you go to the streets of Abuja, the roads, you will see Tinubu's poster everywhere. And it's 2027 that is labeled there. Forget about the lies they are lying and saying, oh, we actually, we are not the ones that started this whole thing. The opposition started it early, so we had to play. It's a lie. Go and see. At 2024, people were already making videos showing his posters everywhere. They have concentrated on how to destroy the opposition and forget governance because they believe the people cannot give them what they want. They know that our votes no be wetin they count. Once they have the manipulators, they are okay. Let me show you what they are doing in the ADC. Now you've seen it, right? This is from INEC's portal. You can see that INEC has deliberately refused to recognize David Mark as the interim chairman of the ADC. You can see that his team are not being recognized by INEC. So clearly, on INEC's portal, these are the people that are being shown as the head of ADC up until now. And that is why I told you INEC is playing to the tune of the APC, and the person that pays them, the person in power, is I keep saying it's a department of the APC. And I can tell you that they will do everything in their power to frustrate that coalition. Maybe they started by frustrating the party they were trying to, register. Now they have come to this one. Even in the coalition adopted party, they have refused to make the changes, the required changes that are supposed to be made. Now, let me quickly dive you into what one of the members from Kogi State said, how Bola Tinubu is their leader.
APC is not strange to me. I was the leader of Asiwaju Conference Campaign Organization in Kogi State in Asiwaju election. I know what I did. I did a lot of things. And Senator Karimi, I'm on air. I did a lot of work for him.
So you worked for the APC in the last election?
Of course, I worked for Karimi to become a senator.
And you worked for Asiwaju?
I gave him the highest votes.
You worked for Bola Tinubu in the presidential election in 2023?
That's why you got almost the same result I got in my
Did you work for him?
I work day and night and campaign.
As a member of the ADC?
As a member of the ADC.
That's some kind of anti-party activity, right?
That one is not anti-party. That's why you are leader. I told you, my origin is APC, right from time. I told you from the beginning of this conversation that even to tomorrow, any party I go, as what you means my leader.
You've seen it, right? And for those that believe that this INEC, with the leadership of Mahmoud Yakubu, or whoever they are going to bring, is going to actually give a free and fair election if the people don't start demanding for it, trust me, you are wasting your time. Let's not even lie to ourselves. This INEC is a department of the APC, and they will carry out what the APC want them to carry out. All the elections that are so far have shown it clearly now. In fact, it has gotten to an extent that now, if you want to win an election, just find a way and enter APC. See Ademola Adeleke. They are manipulating him. See the local government whole thing. Look at what they are doing to him. Forcing him, in fact, creating the chaos in that state so that they will force him into their own party. All this one they are saying, our doors are open, people are coming on their own volition. It's a lie. They are putting pressure on people to leave their own parties and come. Will they believe that Nigerians don't have the power to actually give them power? They just need a few manipulators in the state at the state level and then use the INEC. That is why you see somebody that is a card-carrying member of APC. They will give him an INEC rec. Card-carrying members of APC are the ones that are regional heads for INEC or state coordinators. Because what they are planning is manipulation. So what they do is that there are two targets: destroy the opposition and then manipulate the result and let's win. So anybody that is thinking that it's going to be free and fair in 2027 is lying to himself. And that's why I look at these opposition leaders and I say they are not paying attention to the main matter. They need to be united. They need to have a mission, a goal, a plan. If not, you see what Randy Peters have been saying. This is just the way out. There is no other way out of this thing apart from what Randy Peters have been saying consistently. Is the way out. Anybody that tells you otherwise, unless the people get ready in 2027 that if they vote, they will flood, even though it means their last blood, to make sure that that vote counts the way it's supposed to count. And these people must push the people to get to that point. Because they are planning a massive reign in 2027. And then they are looking for how to scatter that opposition coalition. So they are planting their molds everywhere to make sure that no opposition party is functional. That's why they are confident enough coming on the media or granting interview and saying, "Oh, this coalition will not work. And if you put Peter Obi here and you put Atiku here, they will not vote him. If you put Atiku here, Peter Obi here, Peter Obi's vote solo as will not vote." So they are confident that all these things they are doing, the shenanigans, it will break at the end of the day. I made a video where I said Aburi was INEC refused to recognize Aburi and blah blah blah, and I started saying I feel that there is a game plan here. A lot of people were saying, "Hey, you made videos and were saying INEC refused to is still keeping Aburi. INEC is fake. Now that INEC have done this, you are still complaining. Where do you stand?" I think at this point in Nigeria, you need to have a sense that is more than what you just see. Because for anything these people do, knowing fully well that INEC is a department of the APC, there is a backstory to it. There is something they are planning. And eventually that thing will come to open. Let me drop this in here, guys. Please drop your comments in the comment section. Really love to hear from you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you for watching this video. Have a blessed remaining part of your day. I'll see you next time.